So today I'm going to be talking about homosexuality in the work of Oscar Wilde. Basically, to save time, I'm only going to be focusing on the period that is listed here, basically after all of his prose, and starting with Dorian Gray and his most successful plays up until his trial. Essentially, what you can tell from 1878 to 1891, which is when he wrote his fairy tales, short stories, and Dorian Gray, is that there is a lot of allusion to homosexuality in there. You can see this clearly with close male friendship in The Happy Prince, which is one of his fairy tales, where there's a male swallow who falls in love with a prince and decides to not emigrate for the winter and freezes to death because he's in love with this guy. There's the fisherman and the mermaid, where this fisherman falls in love with what he thinks is a female mermaid, but surprise, there's no vagina or anything, so it's a dude. And then there's a lot of examples of aestheticism and man-boy love in Dorian Gray, which is one of his most prominent works. Essentially, there's a lot of homoerotic bonds between men, which plays a large role in structuring the novel. There's Basil's painting. It depends on the adoration he has of Dorian's fair beauty. And then Lord Henry is also overcome with this desire to seduce Dorian. And essentially, this is the main focus of the play, which caused a lot of uproar in Victorian societies. And it's also interesting how women were not really that big in his work, as in his fairy tales, and in this novel, they're kind of just like not important characters. However, in his plays, there isn't really that much alluding to that. There are some theories that in Ernest Bunbury could be something like sexual trysts, between men, but there isn't enough support in order to fully credit this, and there aren't any other allusions in the rest of his plays either. And then basically when Wilde went on trial for his sexual exploits and whatnot, it's kind of around the same time that he was writing his prominent plays, and that's why you don't see as much homosexuality, because he was under a lot of fire, and he was already in enough trouble as it is. So he kind of went and started mocking the elite, and that's, I think there's one more. Oh, that's it, done.